Okay, we're going to try to recreate this. I'm going to be showing in NOS how to do it. So let us start in QGIS, and I'm going to just have a recreate this part of the Disney park and then go on to Blunder GIS and bring in the shape file of the gardens that we went through. So to do that, we're going to start out with creating a new file. And we're not going to save this one. Do you want to discard? Yes. Okay, here's where we're starting.
Why didn't you save it?
I don't want to save it.
Why?
Because you're going to do it.
But what if it's not better than yours?
It doesn't matter. All right, so what you're going to do first is you're going to go down to coordinate, down at the bottom of the screen, and you're going to type in world, so you don't just have a blank screen. Okay? And you get the world. Now, you're going to drag onto that world a Google satellite. Just drag it down.
Where?
Just
Here?
drag it onto the world. Anywhere.
Here.
Drop it into the world. Onto the world anywhere. Boom. Okay. You're also going to drop an OpenStreetMap. Just drop that down. Okay. Now, you are going to search for a certain town in Disneyland, Paris area that the GIS understands and knows about. To do that, you're going to go to that little search thing right there on the left there. Click on it. It's going to open up a thing called Quick OpenStreetMap. You're going to put the village in there, but you got to find it. So go back to here and go to Google Maps. It's called Bailey Romanvilliers, and it's right next to the Disney park that we went to, Village Nature. So copy that with Control-C and put that into the village. All right. Now to find anything in there, you've got to ask it a query what you're going to look for. So do the drop down, and it really doesn't matter what you use. I see it says add city or something. Is that there? Access maybe. I should do access. And then run the query. And it'll show you that it has access and it's added objects to it. So that's it. You can close this now. And you'll see that you have access lines. Yeah, so right click on Access Bailey and go Zoom to Layer. And there you are. All right, so now we are there. Now we're going to find Disney Village's nature by moving around the screen a little bit and see, because this is Bailey Romanville. There it is, right there. And zoom in on the park there. There we go. Now, what we want to do is create a shape file for the park. That's the first thing we're going to do.
Ranch.
That's Disney Davy Crockett Ranch. They already have a shape file on that. We need a shape file for the park that we
How
were
do
in.
you know this is the village?
Because I can tell. I mean, it's right there, that's the Aqua place. There's the Jardin Extraordinaire. So we want a shape file for that and a shape file for the swimming thing. Those are
Forest of Legends.
the Forest of Legends. We can make shape files for all those things. So to do that, you're going to create a shape file by clicking on this button here where it says New Shapefile Layer. Give it a name and call it Disney Village's Nature. And make the geometry type. Go to geometry type here. Click on that, make it a polygon. And then let's give it a field called names so that we can name it. Put name. We want to have the name of it be available. And add the field to the fields list. I'll make it a length of 200, just in case. All right, and then add it to the fields list. What else, other information we want to put there? We could put the person who made it. We could put in but location or when we visited. So put date visited up here.
How?
Date visited, yeah. Something like that. I mean, just data that you're putting in. Date visit's fine, and we'll give you more space than that. You should have date, visit, date, or something, visit. Yeah, and then create that.
You see?
Here. Add field list. Okay, now you want to say okay. And it appears there. So you see that? That's a shape file. It's not the shape yet, it's just the shape file. And if you right click on it,
Which one?
no, the Disney Village Nature that you created. And if you go to Open Attribute Table, you'll see that you have an empty table with an ID number, a name, and the visit date. Okay? That's some data. There's no data in it yet. So the first thing is we got to create a polygon around the whole park. So zoom out on the park just a little bit. Okay, now go to your edit tool, which is the little pencil there, and go to the polygon tool that pops up right there, and then go down and draw a box around the whole thing by clicking points and drawing it. So click there, go over, keep going, click, go down, click, go down, click, go down, 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 go down. I don't think I'd go outside the park. Why'd
What's
you do that?
outside?
Yeah.
How did you undo?
I have no idea. Nope, doesn't do that. You can't undo. So we'll have to edit it later. So just finish the box up, go to there, down to here. Nope. What did you do? You made a weird this. It's okay. We'll edit it later. What are you doing?
Rick?
Okay, now right click. Now give it an ID number, which is 1. Nope, what'd you do? You just canceled the whole thing.
I don't like him.
I mean, don't be a perfectionist on this. You're just learning the basic techniques.
This? Until here, that little street?
Whatever. That's it. We're just working this out now. Okay.
Like
And
this?
then right click. Give it an ID number, which is 1, or any ID number. Name, which is Disney Village Nature. Go down, scroll down. There's another field you created. Date visit. There's a field. Keep going down. What did you visit? You visited on August. Was it the 9th?
No, the 3rd or the 8th.
Okay. Okay. Say okay.
We traveled on the 9th.
All right. So now we have a shapefile for it, which is lovely. All right. Fine. You can stop editing that. Or actually, I want to make it transparent because you can't see anything underneath it. So right click on it and go down to properties and take the symbology and change the opacity to 25% or something. You can change the color if you want to. Change the color. No, from there. That's great. Whatever. Doesn't really matter. Just say okay.
What if I want to keep the same color?
And keep the same color.
I think I want to keep the same color.
Doesn't matter. Okay. Now go to the labels and go to single label and tell it to be from the name, which is fine. That's good. All right. And you could change the size and stuff if you wanted to, but in the font, you don't need to either. So just say okay.
No, apply.
Apply, but okay will get you out of there. You can see it, okay. So now we have a shape file. You can see it has the name written on it, Disney Village Nature. We're good there. Now we want to create a shape file for the garden. So uncheck that pencil. Unclick
Wait
the
a
pencil.
second. I
When?
can double click on it without going to properties. It
No.
comes. Bella. I did.
What are you trying to do?
Can we go to make it a little bit less less transparent?
Yeah, you were doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now stop editing there.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so editing is off, save it. Okay, the next is to create another shapefile, which is that one there. And call this one Jardin, Jardin, Jardin. And the geometry type's also a polygon. And make a field for it called name. Maybe make it 200 there. Okay. Whatever. Anything else you wanted to put in, we don't have to put them all in now. So say okay. There's no name for that one. Editing is really weird in this. You can't go back and edit something easily. You have to figure out how to do that. So don't worry about that. Okay, say okay. All right, another shapefile field comes up. You want to go to edit that by pressing on the pencil. Okay. Now go and select your polygon. Scroll into the area where the garden is, which should be in between there, right there. Yep, there. Okay.
This?
Yeah, and make a shapefile of that.
Maybe we have to run to the shed because it's gonna rain. We have to close everything and
Let's
bring.
get this done.
I'm not gonna wait till the rain comes. I'm gonna do it before the rain. I need to pause.
No, you can't pause yet. You
Yes,
haven't
I
gotten
need
to
to
Blunder
pause.
GIS yet. Right click.
Is that good
give it
or
a name.
too
It's
much?
fine. Give it a name, which is garden. Jardin.
I don't want to. I wanna do another one.
It's ready to do another.
Hmm? This is button. Button.
Okay,
With that,
fine.
is it? How?
It's
Scroll
fine.
down.
Jardin extraordinaire, whatever you want to call it. Extraordinaire. All right, so you have that one.
transparency?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Don't make any transparency for that. We
Uh-oh.
don't need it. All right, that's all we really need
No,
with
I
those
need
two.
to.
Why? You want to give it a label? Maybe. It's if you were using QGIS for the map, but you're not going to be. You're just going to be bringing it into.
No. Click.
Okay. You didn't give it a name.
I did.
You did? Disney Village Nature is not the name. That's the name for the other shape. Go click on the Jardin again, right click on it.
Need to.
You're in it. Right click on it. Go to labels and then make a label, single label, and then tell it from name. You're fine. Just click OK. Yeah, okay.
That's what we needed to do, right? To apply it.
No.
Then we stop editing?
No, well, actually, say yes, but now we're going to send these shape files out. So you want to right-click on Garden.
Okay.
Still sunny. Right-click on Garden.
Wait a second. It's more important for me lightning nearby. I don't want the wash to get wet because I'm waiting for it to dry to put another one. We can come back. Where is it? It's gonna rain. No?
Sunny.
Low. Rain. 6%, but it's gonna rain a little bit.
That's good.
Um,
So
we say
right-click on Jardin. Go to Open Attribute Table.
open attribute table.
Click on the number 1. Click on the
Number
number.
1.
Yep, makes it go yellow, so it's selected. Now right-click it on again.
Right on it.
And go Export. Save feature as. And then give it a file name.
Just the same?
Say Jardininas.
No, Disney Nature Garden. What is why I ask?
Disney Jardin. Okay, and save only selected features. You're on the right data. It's the WGS4, so we're good there. Get rid of add it to the map because we already have it on the map. We don't need it. Go to resize yes. Okay, and say okay. All right, now save the shape, export the shape for Disney Village Nature. Same thing, go to the attribute layer.
Wait a second.
Oh, we have to uncheck that attribute label by the way.
What?
Go to the attribute table for the garden and unselect it. To do that, hit this return button up here. Yeah, good. That goes back. All right, now do the same thing with Disney Village Nature. Select it, and the one over there. Okay, good. Now go to export it. Save the feature as, call it now most people who are working in GIS would just save this and continue working in GIS. We're going to go into Blender with this. So uncheck the add save to map.
Resize it?
Make resizing, yes. And then uncheck that and say OK. All right. Good. You can save this and close this because we're done with this one. Now save the project. Save the project.
Do I need to?
No. You don't need to do anything. You just save the project. You can only get off it by clicking on that thing.
All right.
Just save the project.
Do it here.
Yeah. And when you open it, you have the map of Disney. And
Villa is a village, right?
yeah,
In
sure.
French, right? This is how it's
No,
spelled?
it's not spelled that way. It's village.
With a 1 L, right?
No, with 2.
Like that?
That's all you need to do is hit save.
Is that how you...
Good, hit save. Save. Now notice that you could toggle that layer off, the OpenStreetMap. Just try that for a second. Toggle the thing off. And see underneath it, we actually have the satellite map, but we can see where our parks and stuff are, right? All right, so we're going to do this now. We can close QGIS. We're done with it. And say yes. Say yes, say yes. Say yes, say yes.
We're going to lose...
That's okay. That's just the Access Bailey stuff we're going to lose. Okay, save it. All right, so we are done with that. Close that. All right, and go now to Blender. And let's make a new file. General. You don't have to save this, doesn't matter. Okay. Now, go to GIS. And go to Web Geodata. Go to Base Map. And go to Map, not Satellite. Google's fine. Go to Map. All right, and go say OK. All right, now hit G for go to. And we have to paste in that Bailey, whatever it's called thing, which you find on the Google Maps. That one there. Same procedure that we did. Put that in and make the zoom level about 12 or something. And say OK. Okay, let's zoom in on it. It must be, there's the Crockett wrench, so come in there, just zoom in with the scroll wheel. Keep going in, it's right there. Keep going in there, get larger. There's the Aqua Lagoon. There's our thing. Okay, so come bring it down to the center of the screen, right where the center. Come in a little closer. A little closer. Okay, and now hit E for extrude or extract. Great, now do it again. Go to GIS again. Go to Web Geodata. Go to Base Map. Go to Satellite. Now, say OK. All right, good. Hit E for extract. Okay. Now that you've done that, let's turn off the Google map. We don't need it anymore.
Huh?
Just undo it. Not turn. Yeah, just turn off the eye on it, on the top one. That one. All right. So we see the actual landscape. Zoom. Keep it like that. Go to GIS again. Go to. Actually, we should save. Go to save. File save as. And call this Disney Village Nature. You can get rid of everything. Get rid of the word untitled. No, wait. What are you doing? Oh, get rid of the word blend at the end. Get rid of the word untitled.
I like the word blend.
It's going to add it itself. Okay. So Paris, good, right back to Paris. All right, good. Save as. All right, now click on this rendering thing here. That's
Right.
yeah, that one there. It's better. Click on that. All right, now go to GIS. Go to Web Geodata to get elevation. And say OK.
How long it takes?
Shouldn't take too long.
Because I can go out to
No,
the...
this ain't gonna take that long. There, it's done. Once that's done, now press your mouse forward with the scroll wheel and twist the world. No, press the scroll wheel down and press forward. There, you can see it's added some elevation into it. It's not flat anymore. It's curved to it. So that's what that did. It shows up more in the mountains, but it has that information in it. Hit 7 to look at it from the top. Okay, now go to GIS again and tell it to Web Geodata. Bring in get OSM, get OpenStreetMap. Tell it to pick up buildings. Say that it should get. Say that it should get the elevation from the object, and it should be not the Google map, but the SAT map, the satellite map that we just applied to. So click on that. Click on the Google map and choose SAT map. SAT map. SAT map. SAT map.
Which one?
That one of the SAT, right? And go ahead and hit OK. Lovely, you've got all the buildings. You can zoom in and press your scroll wheel down to see that they do have elevations. There's the aqua lagoon that we swam in, right? Push forward, see? So you got a little city growing there. Just kind of cool, all right? All right, now what we want to do is you want to put in our shape files. Let's put in the shape file of the garden first. So go back to number 7. 7, no, with the keyboard. The top orthogonal. And let's go to save, do a save. Okay, now go to GIS. Go to import. Import shapefile. All right, go to go down here, go to documents right there. Nope, that one, documents. Okay, now find Disney Village, or the Jardin, did you call it? Extraordinary Garden, there it is.
Right.
Yeah, that one. Click on that and import the shape. And say to it that you want to separate the object. You want the object name from the field. The field is name, which is good. Specify the shapefile CRS, so say yes to that. And then pick not Web Mercator, but we exported it from WebGIS84, correct? Okay, now import it by saying okay. And there it is. All right, came out great. Where did it go?
I clicked, right click it.
Click on it again. Click on that little right there. Right here. Right there. See it? Jardin. Okay, there it is. Now it's low in the field, so hit the G key and the Z key. First G, then Z, and lift it up. There you go. Now you want to change its transparency. So what you're going to do is go to the materials window down here in that red ball, little paint thing. Add a new material to it. Make a color for it. In base color. Make it whatever color you want. Okay. And go down to alpha. Keep scrolling. Scroll down. 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 Alpha. Make it about 50%. 0.5, I guess. Or just drag it. Okay, and then go down a little longer, because it's not going to do anything yet until you tell it to make it from opaque to alpha. So don't make it opaque, but do alpha blend. Alpha blend.
For which one?
Alpha
Both?
blend. No, you don't need the shadow mode. There, so that's, now you can see through your shape. And you know that it's the garden, so that's cool. Now we're going to bring in the Disney itself shape, save. Okay. Now let's bring in the Disney thing. Go to GIS again. GIS. Go to web import. Import, no import, no import, import shapefile. Now go to Disney Villages Nature Paris, that one on the top. And say import. And then again, separate objects. Make sure that the object name from field is checked. Make it's not ID, make it the name itself. And then specify the CRS or the coordinate system, change it from Web Mercator to WGS84, and say OK.
That's it?
Yeah. Say OK. And there it is. Again, bring it, hit G and then 7, and bring it up.
GZ.
Z, right, assignment. Okay, lift it up a little bit. If you want to see what you're doing, because you messed up, hit the 1 key. Let go, hit 1. Let go of that. What's going on here? What's that? Is this number lock on? What are you doing? Are you touching something?
No.
Oh,
Oh.
what is this thing doing? Oh, there it goes. Where is it? This layer? Where is it?
Focus on this.
Yeah, but where did it go?
It's still changing.
No, I want to see where it is.
Here.
No, it's, you had a layer. This one here, but where is it? Did we bring it in okay? Where's our other layer? You have the nature garden.
Why it's inside the... There's Disney Village Nature Paris and then Disney Village Nature.
Yeah, well this one has the garden layer to it, and if we, oh, it went way too high. Oh my God. All right, something went really, really wrong here. So that one there has to be brought way down. Goodbye. Zoom in here, keep bringing it down until we get it.
What's so big?
It's not big, it's just perspective. It's near our face. It got moved so high in the world, as you can see, that it has to be brought way
Down.
I don't even know where it is anymore. Oh, there it is. How did it get moved way up there? It's like way high. Now, whoops, what did I just hit? Okay, it's still too high, but now it lands. All right, that was crazy. I'm gonna save it, but then we have to do the other one, which is the Disney
Where is
Villages Nature. I don't know, it could be way up.
But how we find it?
You click on it here and you hit the period key. Yeah, there it is. It's way up there. And then you go, what's it doing? It's like,
That's what I don't like about Blunder. Things get
it's that you don't like about the world, you mean?
Blunder.
It's not just Blunder.
It's
Disney Village.
so...
Hey, just bring it. You just bring it
to
down.
bring things.
Yes, it is. I don't know
To
how things
find
got
them
messed up
first.
here.
To find them is not easy.
I just clicked on it and found it.
It's so... It's logical how it flies far.
We know we're near somewhere near baseline, but Why is it not? Uh-oh. Okay, what happened? Why are we in this weird
He's
world?
sleeping.
I'm in some weird world.
Can you?
I don't know how I got into this weird. What did I hit? User perspective. I don't want that. Stop. What did I hit? Top perspective, top orthographic. Somehow everything got hidden. Alt H, nope. Okay, this is really, really weird. I'm gonna go to my map, export map. There's my map. Oh, we were in render mode. That's what happened. Okay, so the Disney Village Nature Paris level is way up there still. Or is it? I don't understand though why.
I guess I'm gonna leave you for this.
No, because we were almost done. I just don't know what happened to.
Can you save?
There's the thing. There's our.
So one of us has
I'm going
to
to take
say
this
it.
out. I'm going to take this Disney Village Nature thing out. Delete it. Delete it.
I'm gonna bring it back.
Yeah, bring it back in. So we're going to go GIS. Hit save first. Because that got really funky.
You got
Go
one.
GIS, go import, shapefile, and then Disney Village Nature. Say import. Say separate objects, object name from field, name, specify shapefile, bring it in as a lat long, right? And now say OK.
Is there nothing else?
No.
No here?
Okay, there it is now.
G,
G, and then C.
and C.
Be very careful how you move it. There. Now look at it from the side perspective. And let me zoom in on it. It is still way too high, as you can see. So I'm going to bring it down, G and Z, down to the model of it. And I'm going to hit the period key to go forward. It's still too high. G and Z axis. And bring it right there.
Mm-hmm.
So that is what you drew. Now again, if you want to make a material, base color, give it a base color. Because that's the Davy Crockett thing. Okay, and now go to the alpha. Bring the alpha down.
5.
0.5 if you want, yeah. You got to go to the alpha settings in the volume, maybe? No, in blend mode. Change it from opaque to alpha, not alpha clip, alpha blend, right? That's a little too much, so bring it down. You can drag that blue thing down. Click and drag it. No, not click on it, drag it. You can do that too. But you can also drag it. Drag it, there you go.
Like this?
Yeah.
Is it good?
Yeah. All right, so.
It went to 1.
Yeah.
Look.
No, that's the satellite, that's 1. So Disney Village Nature is at 0.29 or less. See? So this is really now convenient. So now if you're on this map and you wanted to know where the garden was, you just find it in the hierarchy as a data layer, Jardin Extraordinaire, and then hit the period key. Period key. You have to put the mouse over it, okay. And then boom. You see?
Mm-hmm.
And you can add as much data as you want. Right now, the only data we have
Is the garden
Right.
inside the village.
The village, we did put in data that says, but we didn't tell it to display that data of the date that we visited. And Blender's not made to do database things. It was like one, we just gave it the name. But you can certainly now visit and say, oh, those are apartment buildings. And see, they really are separate. they're just connected by that second floor bike path that we saw, because we were going all the way around there, which is really cool. Isn't that neat?
Mm-hmm.
So you have now used QGIS with Blender to make a world. And then what's even cooler is if we select everything like this, and go to File, Export, and then a GLTF 2.0.
Yes.
Yep. And then tell it to include selected objects, and then export. Now open up Spatial. And log in. All right, now create a space, upload a custom space. Takes a little while. Takes a little while. Always takes a little while, takes a little while, always takes a little while, takes a little while. It's creating a space. I don't know why it takes so long creating a space, because there's no data in the space yet. Okay, there it is. All right, now what we do is we go add, and we say upload, and we select from our device, and we add the, let's see, it's got to be in Skybox things, which is what, in documents? I'm going to find out by looking at Blender. What did we do when we said save as? Where did we save it as? Export. We did this, and then it was at TH Clean 3D Objects. Okay, so we go to 3D Objects, Skybox folder, and then what was this called? Disney Village Paris Blend, and there's the Disney Village Paris GLB. I hope this works out right, because there it is. And doesn't have any information on it though.
Was it saved?
Huh?
Was it saved?
I thought we exported it. I thought we exported all the objects. Let me try this again. Select everything. Export. Export as a GLTF. Include selected objects. And that's all of them. Export it. Now go to here. I'm going to get rid of this, because I don't need it. I'm going to re-add it. Upload, select from your device. Disney Village Nature. This is the one that was done just now. Where did it go? It may not be optimized, so maybe that's the problem.
Did you do that before?
Yeah. We should be able to get this field and this field in these buildings. Maybe if let me see, click off of this, and if I click on that and click on shift click the buildings, that's all we really want. And then go to export.
Was it too big?
Maybe. We're going to do just no animation, just selected objects, and we should be able to upload. There it is. You can see it there, see? It's got the buildings in it.
Yeah.
So let's see if it comes in. Yep, there it is, right. So he's looking at that model, but I'm going to click on it and I'm going to say to it, make it the environment.
You'd be in it.
Ooh, but
It's upside down.
it's not that it's upside down.
In the sky.
It's like these.
Turn it.
I know why it went bad. Okay, I know what went wrong. These buildings are up in the sky because we haven't yet told the landscape to be conformed as it's got a digital elevation map that was brought in when I brought the terrain in. So I have to apply it. I go apply and apply. I'm applying the digital elevation map. Now it's embedded in it. So now that I've got that,
save, right?
no, I don't need to save this.
But you don't save the change.
Well, I can save it, but do I want to save the change?
Because how would it take it to the other place?
Okay, because I'm going to be exporting from this. So I'm going to pick this, and I'm going to shift click on the buildings, and I'm going to shift click on that. Whoops. Do I have everything? Wait a minute, I'm shift clicking. I don't want that. I want this. I want the buildings, and I want the garden. I don't need the garden. Let's see what happens if I include it. Okay, I'm taking that, and I'm exporting that to the, I had to apply. That was the problem. I had not applied it. So now, when I go to here, and I say edit, so I'm going to actually go up here to these three dots and tell the environment that I want to upload and replace the environment. Select it from your device. Go to Disney Nature Village. And key position. Aha! There we go. Now, that looks good. You'll say, like, well, how do I know where I am? You can't really in this know until you do my chair technique, where you go and you add furniture, an airplane seat. Have John sit down in the airplane seat, and then take him on a journey flying over. You see?
Cool.
Yeah.
And we'll make texture around these buildings.
Well, we'd have to make the textures. But you can see I can fly him using this method. I can rotate him that way. Yeah. And I can fly him. But those are the buildings. That's obviously the Aqua Center right there that we were in. There's the lake. And there's the garden. And then you can go back into Unity, which is what we'll do, and you can actually model the trees and the water. But this just gives you a basic sketch out of what stuff is using QGIS, Blunder GIS, and spatial. And then when you get to the place where you want to walk around, then you can say to him, okay, great, let's get out of here. Boom. He respawned. But you can also run. And we know, because we were there, that if we were at that building, you know where you can get to the garden, because the garden's back that way. Right? And there was a hill there. See the hill? There's a hill over there. It just takes a long time to get there when you do flying.
Right. Good job. That's a hill.
Yeah, I wanted to get to, I guess it happens in real time. It's like the same amount of time it takes you to walk there. I can always add another chair whenever I want to move fast, and then I can move the chair up. And then try to find where, oh, it's over there. I fell. Boom. Now let's get over there. Really, you can do things in real time there. I think we're getting there now. Because it's behind these apartments, you remember? You can see that we did not put our shape file on the ground. We didn't do an adequate job from that. But you would come into, either using Blender or Unity, you would come in and you would add then all the different features in here. Because they're not in here.
Yeah,
But it was between these
yeah.
models. Okay? Great.
Okay, great.
In that case, cool. Bye-bye. Agree? Yep. And clap. Say wave. Goodbye. Okay, bye everybody. We're done.